Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and thanks for joining me. And for you new folks, thanks for checking out my channel. I really do appreciate it. Today I have the new Enticer from Casio. This is a name that they've given this watch in the international markets. Here in North America, it just goes by the model number of MTP-1375D-2A2V. And again, it's known as the Enticer in other markets. Anyway, it's a nice looking watch, man. Not one of my favorite Casios ever made, but it is a good looking watch. Let's check it out. All right, guys, we'll get into this thing, but first check out my Amazon shopping channel if you like this or any of the other watches I reviewed on my channel. As y'all know, I get a tiny, minuscule, piddly little commission if you ever buy from my Amazon store. So whenever you do so, I definitely appreciate it. So here you go, basic Casio packaging. Looks like this outer sleeve has seen better days. Okay, there we go. Kind of like a, I don't know, like a clam, not really a clamshell, but you know what I'm saying. So here's your first look at the watch. It's got a lot going on with the dial. Got a whole bunch of sunburst and that type of thing. You got a fluted bezel. You don't see too many fluted bezels on Casio watches. Interesting watch. And it does have some cons, and I'll show you those. But overall, I like it. It is kind of heavy for a Casio. It's 124 grams, man, which is, this is not stainless steel. This is some sort of alloy case with some sort of ion plating. The bracelet is stainless steel though. So as usual, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and tell you all the 7 specs you need to know, and I'll put the rest of the stuff down there in the description field. So you're looking at a 42 millimeter ion plated alloy case. It's 9.7 millimeters thick. It's 48.5 millimeters lug to lug. Does come on a 20 millimeter stainless steel bracelet. Water resistance is 50 meters, which is 165 feet. You get to 5374 movement with a 3-year battery life. And of course you get a mineral crystal. You're not gonna get sapphire and something like this. So overall looks, I like it. My main gripe is these subdials are kind of useless, man, because they're so small. The font is so small. So over on the right-hand side, you have the day over here at 3 o'clock. The 6 o'clock is the date, and then the 9 o'clock is your 24-hour dial. Maybe it's just because I'm getting old. My eyesight's crap now, but to me, they're kind of worthless. But I do like the applied indexes. They're probably actually just molded into the dial. You do have 2 different textures. You've got the inner dial right there. It's kind of a matte finish. And then you have the outer portion of the dial. It's got like a sun ray or sunburst finish. And then you have a white chapter ring right next to that on the very perimeter of the dial. So it's really visually interesting to look at. You got Casio up there, 50 meters, water resist, right below 12 o'clock. You got your kind of like your needle, minute, and hour hands, and of course a needle second hand. And if you notice, the second hand is hitting all the marks perfectly, which is nice. It's a good looking watch for sure. Over here on the side of the case, you got your recessed pushers. The top one, I believe, is for the day, and basically you just push it and it just advances a hand to each day. Same thing with the bottom one, this one right here over at 4 o'clock. That does the date. So top one over here at 2 o'clock is your day. Bottom one down here at 4 o'clock is your date. And you can push these whether or not the crown is pushed in or pulled out. The crown just basically does the time. So you want to make sure when you're setting the time that you make sure that the 24-hour dial is correct. You know, it's after 12 o'clock, you want it to be over here on the 9 o'clock side of the dial. That just makes sure that your date and your day advance correctly, and you're not like behind a day because, you know, you think this is like, you know, 6:37 p.m. or whatever, or 6:40 p.m. and it's actually 6:40 a.m. That'll mess up these dials right here. So make sure you check your 24-hour dial whenever you're setting the time. So here's the rest of the case. You got the, again, that fluted bezel. You just don't see that much on Casios. High polish on the left-hand side. The crown is non-signed. It's also high polish. It does have a little, some little crown guards right there. Again, highly recessed buttons for the day and the date. Over on the left-hand side, just more polishing. I really do like this bracelet. You got some high polish links in the middle there. Here is the tag. Now you can tell this is a different market because there's the Casio tag. It's just a different market, man. There you go. You got your closure right there. You got Casio on the buckle. I still have the plastic on here. Open it up. Of course, you're going to get a stamped scissor clasp. You're not going to get any sort of milled. And your regular Casio Caseback. It just tells you more about the watch, the battery, the movement, yada, 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 the water resistance, all that stuff. So it's a good looking watch, man. You don't get obviously solid end links on this. You get hollow end links on this. But it's a good looking watch. Again, these subdials to me are kind of worthless. I don't know if it would be better because this does come in 2 different colors. It comes in a darker blue and it comes in a dark green. But if you want more of a bling factor, get this one with this the sunburst on the outer portion. And again, you can see the matte finish, that matte blue on the inner portion. It's a good looking watch. I'm trying to think of anything else to tell you about it. That's really about it. I mean, I like it. Again, I wish it was more legible. I wish it had, like dive watch legibility. But anyway, all right, let me go try it on. Now remember, it's a little too big for me for my 8-inch wrist out of the box. So I could probably take out a link or so. It doesn't have any micro adjusts, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Let me double check that, make sure I told you correctly. I don't think it has any micro adjusts, am I wrong? I'm sorry, I lied to you. It does have 3. So, I'm sorry, 2. Good grief. Damn. So yeah, you'd probably have to, do a link or something. I don't think this one micro adjust is gonna make this watch fit for me. I'd have to take out a link. So there you go. I'm gonna go close it back up. Let's go ahead and cut off these monitors, cut off the studio light. I don't think these indexes are loomed with whatever Casio uses for their proprietary lume. I think it's just the hour and minute hand. I think I'm right. Now you're not going to find this on Casio's website here in North America. You'd have to go to like Casio International, Japan, India, over there. Yep, there you go. So just the hour and minute hand. I mean, you're not going to get a lot of lume here. But, the cool thing is that the indexes are really highly polished. So they kind of help you even in the dark. There you go. So again, not sure what type of lume it is, but it's not a big, huge liberal application of that lume. But this watch does look more expensive than it is. That's for sure. And people might even ask you about it, man. And check out those other models, those other colors, the dark green and the dark blue. Those are nice looking as well. For 69 bucks, I think it's a decent proposition from Casio. Casio, guys, is putting out literally hundreds of new models. It's insane how many watches they have for sale in all of their different markets around the world. Again, not on Casio North America. You'd have to find it somewhere else, or just go on Amazon, my Amazon channel. Amazon is selling it, and I think this one is technically part of India's, allocation of watches. I think I might be wrong, but anyway, but it is on Amazon, so you can pick it up if you want to. So guys, that's been about it for this one. What else do I want to tell you about this thing? Again, I'll make sure to put a link in the description field so you can head on over to Amazon and pick this up for $69.95 if you like it. And guys, that's about it for this video. And as always, make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you click that notification bell. I really appreciate it when you do it. And guys, that's about it for this one. I will see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.